Good evening. I'm just sitting here. It's late at night in beautiful downtown West Hollywood. Um, and in keeping with the YouTube channel here of uh, Life's Journey with Dr. G, I hope to bring you some points to think about. Okay? I don't know everything. You don't know everything. You're going to meet a lot of people who say they do. Wouldn't argue that at all. Okay? Uh, they know everything. All right? Um, but the thing is, we're going to learn, and I'll get into it again in another video sometime, but in the play 13, the little kid gets his bar mitzvah. He's 13, says, I'm an adult, I'm supposed to know everything. And then the song he ends the movie with, or the play with, is we all have a little more homework to do, which is very sure and very true. Until I die, I ain't going to really know what death is like until I'm expiring. Okay. And I think that a lot of times, this shirt I have on here, I just noticed which one I had today, says, are you stoned? Oh, let's try it this way. Are you stoned or just stupid? Okay. And the are you stoned part, there we go. Are you stoned or just stupid? All right. And there's times when people have to realize, when we're talking to some people who are drunk, stoned, or whatever, guess what? They're drunk or stoned. They may also be stupid, but they could be really smart when they're sober. Okay, things can change. I want to talk about a couple of things quickly here. One is, I was at a play the other night. I'm not advertising it, but it was really kind of cool. There's some things they need to do. The Lincoln story. Kind of the unknown story of the Lincolns of Springfield, the story about their lives and whatever. It's about Abraham Lincoln. I know you're going to be surprised. A friend of mine's in it and started out, and they say, it's there. It's not perfect, but it was okay. But I was in tears a bit at the end because I have a lot of PTSD. I won't get into it tonight, but they say, I was one of the people for the CDC doing AIDS testing in 1985 to 1990, when we had no cure, no medicine, and none of the hospitals, 3 hospitals, downtown, at the General Hospital, Midway Hospital, and Sherman Oaks were the only ones who would take AIDS patients. Okay, pretty much all over here. No, Cedars didn't take it either. But I had to tell 3,800 people that they were terminal, because at that point there was nothing to do other than keep your fingers crossed and hope you live. It was rough, and so I get a lot of feelings and emotions stuck inside of me to this day. I also worked at a stroke unit. I said goodbye to a lot of people there too. Held my own partner, as he died here at 29 years of age. So a lot of emotion comes up, and that's what was sort of weird. I went to the movie, or to the play, I should say, and I wasn't expecting anything. But, when what hit me a lot is, I don't know about you, but I'm having problems because not only, United States is kind of going through things. I believe in the great philosopher Rodney King when he said, why can't we just all get along? Does it mean that we're all going to get along? No. It just means we have to learn how to get along to get ahead, period. I'm a liberal conservative or a conservative liberal, and take it whichever way you wish. I voted all sorts of ways over the years. But I hope that the country comes back together, and I'm watching some of the crap that was going on in France and in England. They've kind of come back and forth. And, because you get one side, you get the other side. But you're not going to get much together. If you got 20 people here and 20 people there, but you want to push a car or push a bus, if you get all 20 people pushing together, it's going to go better, right? At the end of the play, as I say, and I consider myself pretty strong, it takes a lot of strength to be gentle. It takes a lot of strength to be able to deal with your emotions and feelings. But at the end of the play, and at one point during it, they talked about the Gettysburg Address. And if you remember it, and that's when the tears started coming down my eyes. 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate that portion of the field as a final resting place for those who gave their lives, that the nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. We have to get it together. This is the United States of America, not the divided States of America. I also would remind us all, for whatever you're doing, whatever side you want, we got to get it together, kids. We got to make it work. And where it says, remember, this was written in 1865, when we were still, blacks were blacks, slavery was slavery, whites were whites, that we didn't have a lot of Hispanics, we had kicked out the Indians, all right? There were plenty of racial issues, and women didn't have any right to do pretty much anything, okay? So things have changed that much. If I hear one more person bitch about the Me Too movement, get over it. Go have a bowel movement and have that problem out of your way. But the truth is, women are human too. And so when he said, all our fathers on this continent, a new nation is born, that all men are created equal. And it's all humans, all people. We used to use the term men as a generic term. Think about it. It certainly got me bummed, as I say, as I was listening to the emotion, as I say, and the tears came down the side of my face. And I thought, wow, we got to get this shit together. Thank you.